Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing well and it's lovely to have you here. The reading will start on the next slide, but before I start that, I just want to say that this is not a personal reading, so it might only be certain parts of the reading that resonate for you, and of course some readings might not resonate at all, so please use your discernment and trust your instincts about if a reading resonates for you. The parts that resonate for you will actually just feel like confirmation of things that you're already feeling intuitively. Before I start, I ask for this reading to be blessed and surrounded by divine light and protection, and I ask that no lower vibrational energies are able to interfere with the messages being brought through or the messages finding the people who will benefit from them. I ask for protection for all the good souls who are here watching this video. Thank you, Spirit. Here we are. This is the spread for this reading. The card at the bottom of the deck is the Knight of Swords, and immediately under that, at the bottom of the deck, I found the Tower card, so I had to include that. So it's a bit of a wow to start with. Whatever is going on here, it looks like it's going to be quick and unexpected. Now, the Knight of Swords is the fastest of the knights, and the Tower is something that just happens, like when you're not expecting it. It's usually about something ending or collapsing suddenly, like really unexpectedly. And it's usually some kind of identity or structure that we've created because we needed it on an egoic level. So it's something that isn't truly representative of who we are at a soul level. It's basically something that's false. And the Tower card being here means that this false thing is going to get destroyed. Now, in terms of the astrology, the Knight of Swords is obviously air sign energy. I personally tend to read it as Gemini. And the Tower card relates to Mars, which rules Aries, obviously, in the first house, but it also co-rules Scorpio in the 8th house. So overall, it looks like this Knight of Swords, like he's in a rush, isn't he? He's coming barreling in, and perhaps there's something this knight is going to say that causes this tower to fall. Now, air is the element we associate with communication, and Gemini is related to the Mercury-ruled 3rd house in astrology. So that definitely makes me think of something being communicated, or it's something that we quickly gain clarity about. And the tower then is just going to crumble based on whatever this truth is. So we've got a very impactful start. Now the card in the past position here is the World card. So this is actually the last card in the major arcana. So it's about a cycle that's complete. The person concerned has matured and become wise and worldly. This card relates to Saturn, so it's about accomplishment. Now, the traditional image of the World card has the 4 fixed signs actually shown in the corners. And so the person we're talking about has accomplished mastery in all 4 elements. They've become a balanced, stable person. So with this card showing up in the past position, I feel like this person has already reached this level of maturity. And that may be why it's, because I often see the Tower as a divinely timed event. So it may be the fact that this person has matured to this level and they've outgrown whatever this false structure was. That could be what is actually causing this tower to crumble. Now the card in the present position is the 8 of Cups, and this is actually someone who's walking away from their old life because it no longer aligns. They can see they've been on the wrong path. It's not a path that leads to happiness and fulfillment. So as I was saying it, it could just be that this person matured to the point where that old false life no longer aligned for them. So the 8 of Cups is someone just letting it go and walking away. So the tower that we're talking about, the tower that was built, was actually the path this person had chosen to follow at some point in the past. And it was a false path, and this person looks like they're gaining clarity about that. And then they're just going to walk away from it. It's just like that. It's over. So, yeah, very strong cards here, strong energies. Now, the card we've got in the future position is the 2 of Wands. And this image is, I'm finding it quite interesting because this person's garments actually making me think of the Hierophant in tarot. But obviously the Hierophant, is dressed a lot more elaborately. He's got that big crown on his head, whereas this man seems to have like a fairly simple hat on his head. Now the 2 of Wands card, it's about someone seeing the path they want to take and planning their moves. So it's very interesting to have this follow the Eight of Cups. So someone has left the old path, but now they can see the new path, and they're basically planning and preparing how they're going to travel down that new path. Because often with the Two of Wands, it's something completely different that they've decided to do. So it's, unknown territory. So they do have to do a little bit of preparation before they can head out that way. Now with this Hierophant, I'm calling it a Hierophant, but with this man reminding me of the Hierophant, and he's crownless in this image, I'm also getting the feeling like this is someone who was in some kind of leadership position, because the Hierophant is a leader, and they've just dropped it. So when they left that Eight of Cups, they were leaving this leadership position, is what I'm feeling. Whatever they were the leader of before, they no longer want to be involved with it. Wow, this is an interesting reading. Now, when I first pull these cards, because I pull the oracle cards first, I was drawn by all the purpley hues across the top. So that's about the crown chakra and enlightenment. So one of these cards is titled Confusion, and the violet card here, the flower card, has the keywords insight and humility. And the world card that we got certainly fits with enlightenment. And the Knight of Swords energy brings in the insight that was necessary to clear up the confusion. But the Knight of Swords can also be seen as someone who is taking action because they've gained insight. So, but they take action quickly, obviously, because they're such a fast-moving knight. So I'm not sure if the Knight of Swords is bringing in the message, or if the Knight of Swords is this person responding to the clarity that they've gained. I feel like it might be the latter there. So the clarity was what was missing, and it's been gained. And this person, even though they've been in this big, leadership position, I feel like they do have the humility to accept that whatever they were part of before, it wasn't right. So yeah, it's actually quite nice. The last oracle card here has the message, your past supports your future. And that's an interesting message. So it's like, even though this person has left something behind, it wasn't a total waste, because it's going to help them in the future. So if this was someone in a leadership position, it might be that they earned a lot of money in that position, and that's going to allow them to support themselves in the future. Or it might be that they're well known because of their former position, or they had established a solid reputation in that role. And so whatever they do next, they're just going to attract interest and support without really even needing to try, because they're already a known quantity in terms of the kind of person they are, and the kind of work they do, or the quality of work that they do. So it could be all those kinds of things. And I was going to say that's all I'm getting, but I should also say the Hierophant is Taurus energy, and that is fixed earth. So the Hierophant is someone who follows a traditional path, but they're also very steadfast, very committed. So this message is kind of a big deal, because this is not the kind of person who is fickle or who walks away from things they've committed to. So whatever it is that they're finding out or gaining insight about, it is something big, and it's something they find like they can't just stay and tolerate it. They can't accept it. It could be something that's unconscionable. They just no longer believe in the institution that they had committed to. So the Hierophant card is obviously related to traditional institutions. And as I say that, I'm remembering, like, obviously the Hierophant card can relate to marriage as well. And I didn't get that feel through the reading, but I guess this could be a marriage. I mean, we're not seeing anything specifically there, but this person is the leader of something, so they could have been, the main breadwinner or something like that in a partnership. Regardless of what it is, they're leaving. They're not willing to stay and work it out or anything like that. They can see that it's totally wrong, and they're not going to stay. But we still have this message of someone's past supporting their future. So even if it is a marriage, there's something about who they were in that connection that is going to help them in the future. So that again could be finances. If it was a, a very, if they were a wealthy couple, for example, and this person ends up with custody of the children and a big share of the marital assets, then that could help them in their future. But like I was saying before, it could also be a reputational thing, like someone was seen to be a very good person in their marriage, and so when they walk away, they have all the support they need because people genuinely liked who they were. So it's interesting, interesting reading, and that's it, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you all so much for your support. Thank you for being here and for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that I'll see you all again soon. Thanks. Bye.